All right, welcome to this instructional video where I'm going to take a look at how to create a spiral of Theodorus and go through kind of the requirements that I give on the assignment and the project that we're going to do in class. Um, if you are not in my class, glad to watch it and you can take a look at the stuff as well. So a little bit of introduction that we're going to start with first. In geometry, the spiral of Theodorus, also sometimes called the Pythagorean spiral, is a spiral composed of right triangles placed edge to edge, and it was named after Theodorus of Cyrene. Many hundreds of years ago is when he lived, and he came up with this fun, artistic math project. So, what it does is it starts with a triangle, a nice right angle triangle, and then we put on another one like that, and then continue it throughout and make this really cool spiral where our right angle triangles keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The one leg of the triangle will always continue to be the same length, and then the other one is now the hypotenuse of the previous one, so it keeps getting a little bit bigger each and every time. Now, this spiral right here, okay, or your assignment is going to be to draw, label, and decorate a spiral of Theodorus. Okay, so you're going to start on a piece of paper and you're going to draw this spiral out, making sure to measure and keep it as accurate as possible. I want you to label it all and then to decorate it as well. All right, so how do we do this? Let's start with step one. Step one is you're going to start with an isosceles right triangle. Okay, isosceles means that both of the legs are going to be the exact same length, and then our hypotenuse is going to be of some other length. You can choose the length you want to start. I'm going to recommend and show you an example where we start with 2 centimeters. If you want to go up to 3, you can, but anything bigger than 3 may not fit on a piece of paper, or at least an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. You might have to go a little bit bigger, or it might get really tight in trying to fit in that, especially if we're drawing it accurately. So what you're going to do is you're going to start off with a nice right-angled triangle where both sides are, I'm going to say 2 centimeters, but again, you can choose if you want to make it a bit bigger as well. We want to now do some calculations and solve for what is the hypotenuse. And we're going to use Pythagorean theorem to do this. Both sides are 2, so 2 squared plus 2 squared equals c squared, and c squared equals 8. Now, our c value, or the length of that hypotenuse, is 2.83, but we want to remember that c squared value of 8 because we're going to use it again next time. And it's important that we kind of go through and remember that. All right, so now we have our first triangle. And let's just rearrange it there. All right, we got the hypotenuse. Now we're going to using the hypotenuse of that first triangle as the leg of our next triangle, you're going to draw out a second one. Now, the one leg, that bottom leg, or that bottom-ish leg of our right angle triangle is going to be the 2.83 centimeters, or square root of 8, which is what we're going to be using. And your other one is going to continue to be 2 centimeters long. So we're going to keep doing 2 centimeters every single time as we go around the corner. Now, once we have our second one, we are going to again figure out what is the hypotenuse of this new triangle using Pythagorean theorem. Remember that 2.83 squared is actually just 8. Okay, don't round it. Don't just remember that it's 8. We did that before. And so now we have 8 plus 4, and so c squared is 12. And we're going to remember that 12 again for the next time. And our technical length is 3.46 centimeters. You're going to continue to do this over and over and over again, drawing out all of these triangles, and each one has a length of 2, and you need to find what is the hypotenuse of each one of these triangles. Okay, and that's going to be the calculation I'm going to ask you to do. Keep going all the way until you get to that last one where you can't quite fit another one. I think that's somewhere around the 16 to 18 triangle mark, maybe 17. Go as long as you can. Okay, so that's going to be your goal, to go as many as you can until you get kind of before you start overlapping. Now, step 3.5, this is kind of as a part of it. I want you to show all the calculations you do as well. Show it on a separate piece of paper. Could look something like this, okay, where you show all the calculations you do for every single triangle that you have. Okay, do the calculations, show me the calculations. This will be a separate piece of paper that you're going to hand in with your spiral. All right, last step, step 4. Once you are finished with your spiral, I want you to decorate it with something that relates to your shape. Okay, make sure to put your name on the back of the paper because I want to be able to get these. I want to see just the picture, and if I want to hang them up, we don't need to necessarily have your name on there unless you really want it. And here are a couple examples that students have done in the past. This student here made a football helmet out of his spiral. This one did a nice little decoration and then did some decor in behind it. This person didn't add a lot of color, but did a little bit of shading and also decorated it as well as it looks like a sunset or maybe a sunrise over a beach. This person made it into a stroller. Now you'll notice that they didn't do all the calculations or didn't show all the numbers on there. That was a problem with this one, but they did a nice little job of decorating it in a very simple way. This person made a very elaborate picture and very nicely colored picture. They also forgot to label it, so make sure that you do when you do yours. Here we have an island theme, which looks pretty cool. They got some of the labeling, but they missed the outside pieces. And here we have a snail, and this one they've done a nice job of labeling all of the sides. All right, I hope this video has helped you with how to do it. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Send me a message or ask in class if you were in my class, and then you'll be able to draw this out as well. The finished product, I want to see the paper copy handed in to me, please, as well as the paper with all your calculations on it. So you should have two pieces of paper that get handed in, one that has a nice drawing, one that has all the calculations. You can gladly grab a piece of paper from class here, as I have the printer paper that you can use, and then loosely for your calculations, or you can gladly do it at home as well. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of the day.